So here we are back with another episode of HPTV where we're helping people thrive. And I wanted to bring in my partner over here with Buddha Beans Coffee. My man brought me into his family, allowing me to sell his wonderful products here, Buddha Beans Coffee, CBD infused coffee beans and ground coffee. It's amazing stuff. My wife and I use it. Mark, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on. And I'm so excited that you are also going to be selling our products. We only have a couple distributors, salespeople, so that's great. We're proud to be sold by you. So
yeah, we appreciate that, man. I'm honored to be part of that small group. And you know, right when this whole coronavirus thing hit, we were just started getting hot and heavy, doing events together, and we were having fun.
yeah,
Now we're here social distancing 50 miles away, but I wanted to get an opportunity to share in my network what you're all about. So why don't you tell me a little bit about Buddha Beans Coffee and how you guys got started?
yeah. So Buddha Beans. So we started roasting coffee in my backyard. So I started roasting on a hot air popcorn maker. So I was doing that just as a hobby. It wasn't really something that I ever thought I was going to get into. Food and beverage is not my background. I don't come from it. I'm just super passionate about coffee. So I started roasting it in my backyard, basically because I was a poor grad student when getting my master's, and I wanted good quality coffee, and the only way to get good quality coffee was to roast it myself. So I went from that to a 1-pound roaster. As my family and friends started trying it, they wanted to buy it. And around the same time that I started selling at street fairs with my regular coffee, I fell in love with CBD.
Okay.
And so I started infusing with CBD because my two favorite things. I didn't really know exactly the benefits of CBD in coffee at the time. It was just kind of like a happy marriage at the end. And, we'll go over the benefits later.
Yeah.
But so I started infusing. We went from 1-pound roaster. Now we have a big roaster. We roast and infuse all our coffee in house from start to finish. Coffee is actually a green bean. It's actually a seed of a fruit. And so we get the green bean. We roast and infuse it during the roasting process, like how and when and with what exactly. It's a trade secret. But we have the third-party lab results for that. And so we always have 4 different types of coffee. We always have a decaf, a Colombia, a Mexico, and an Africa. Right now we have 5 different. So we have a decaf Colombia, a directly sourced Colombia, a Mexico, an Ethiopia, and a Burundi. So Ethiopia and Burundi are both from Africa. And so our 12 ounce is 300 milligrams. So about 25 milligrams per ounce. We offer 2 ounce, 6 ounce, 12 ounce, and single serve. And we also recently just launched the world's first CBG coffee, which we only offer in a 12 ounce right now.
Okay. I'm excited to try that CBG coffee. You mentioned a little bit about the benefits of infused CBD coffee and talk to me about that, because I got a lot of people that come to me and ask me questions about why would I use these products, and I teach a lot about using the oils underneath the tongue, and this is another way of introducing CBD into your life. So what are the benefits of using CBD infused coffee?
There's a lot of different benefits that, we hear from our customers. First of all, I think it's a really good way to introduce CBD into someone's life in general. So it's kind of like people are very comfortable with coffee. People are not very comfortable with anything that comes from cannabis. So it's very easy way for people to consume coffee. Like there's one of my customers actually gave it to her dad who has back pain without telling him, which I don't suggest, but she did that and asked him about an hour later how he was feeling. He said all his back pain was gone. So it's a very, very friendly and easy way. And it's also a great way to introduce it into your daily life. As you know, CBD doesn't just help after consuming it once. I mean, it can, but you really see the benefits after it builds up in your body. So like for me, I'm not very good at taking things like pills in the morning, but I can drink my coffee every day. So it's putting that into someone's daily ritual of consuming coffee, it's an easy way to add it to someone's daily routine. And a lot of the benefits, so the three main benefits that people tell us about the coffee in regards to the negative side effects that it mitigates or decreases associated with coffee is jitters and anxiety. It decreases your jitters and anxiety. It decreases stomach acid, and it decreases the crash from coffee. So it does, those are in terms of the negative side effects that it takes away from coffee, right? And a lot of people there's a lot of our customers that had to stop drinking coffee because of those side effects and are now able to consume it again. So it's pretty special. In terms of, CBD, all the benefits from CBD, we've had people, say that it's taken away their arthritis, back pain, cramps, for when women are on their periods. We've had people that said that they, got off their medication, which, I never tell people what to do in terms of medication, but we've had people, that just consume Buddha beans that have gotten off their medication. So there's so many different benefits from it. But like I said, there's a lot of people, that are not comfortable with consuming cannabis, even if it is an oil, even if it is a pill. Just the idea of it, they're not comfortable with. And coffee is just something a lot of people, over 60% of the United States or of the world drinks coffee. So daily.
Got this huge stigma that's been put on cannabis. So this big gray cloud over this industry because of all the propaganda of it being a gateway drug to these other bigger drugs or whatever.
Yep.
Now we're talking about caffeine being the gateway to cannabis, really. I mean, because what we're doing here is we've got a lessened blow by caffeine and coffee being such a natural thing. Like you said, almost everybody's drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And so if you use an infused bean, an infused coffee that's infused with great CBD, you get the benefits of having your coffee every day, and you just, subtly introduce CBD into your body. Now, CBD is not just the only answer. I mean, when I coach people, I'm talking about the entire plant. And I think it's very important for people to understand that if, because if they're out there looking and they're okay, well, I'm going to try CBD. Doing just an isolated CBD may not be the best solution for your health overall, and you may not get the answers that you're looking for. So in saying that, when you're infusing your coffee, what type of CBD are you using? Are you using a full spectrum? Talk to me about the benefits of that and why you chose to go the route you did.
Yeah, so we do use a full spectrum product. I created the formulation. So the formulation is a mix. We do use a little bit of isolated product, but it is mainly the full spectrum. The reason why I've created this oil, or this basically what I'm using to infuse the beans with, the solution, is because I've found that it does infuse the best into the beans, and it does mitigate a lot of the side effects. So we use, like I said, I don't tell people exactly what I use, but I do my own mixture that infuses with the beans well. But it is a full spectrum product, like you just said. It's important to have all the different cannabinoids. It's not like we're a broad spectrum, and we're not a full spectrum. We actually test out for more than just like one or two cannabinoids. We're not just like CBD and CBC. We truly have like CBD, CBC. We have a little bit of Delta-9. We have a little bit of CBG. We definitely test out for a lot of different cannabinoids. So it is really important, as you said, when consuming CBD, that what you're consuming. Sometimes we do get requests for some places that are heavy with people that buy, like that are in the Army or Marines, and they need to take an isolated product, which I guess it's better than nothing. But if you are not getting drug tested, or you are not worried about that, having the full spectrum product is definitely beneficial.
Definitely. I mean, all of our products are full spectrum,
Yeah.
and you know, in getting a full spectrum product, it also doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to fail a drug test or get
No.
high from it either.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
that's very important. Understanding where you're getting the products from,
Correct.
and then when you're getting those products, you know, do they understand where? Like, I know you know the farms that you're getting your seed
Yeah.
from. You know the farms you're getting your beans from.
Yeah.
Same thing with my people over at Scorpion and Bailey's and everybody else that we represent. You know, my whole thing is we track things from seed to sale, all the way from the beginning process to where we've got it packaged and ready to go off the shelf.
And
I
I
think
never,
that's very important for people to understand.
yeah. And I like, the only reason I bring up the drug test is because I would never want to tell someone something and then something really bad happens to a dream career or something. But the way that I do explain it to people that are worried about that is that it's basically like drinking a kombucha. And then, you know, if you got tested right after for alcohol, like, would you test for alcohol? I don't know. It's such a minor part of the whole oil, of the whole product, that you're really getting a lot of the benefits. But in terms of drug testing, it would be pretty far. It's not likely that you're going to test positive if you're consuming something with 0.3% THC or less. It's not very likely, but at the same time, I don't want to tell people that could possibly get in trouble at work. But you know, it's really important that we track from seed to final product. As you said, I believe too that consuming a CBD that's grown with love, and this might sound like just like crazy, right? But I truly believe that how the plant is grown, what the intention is with how the plant is grown, what it's grown for, and this is CBD and THC, I truly believe that it does enhance the medical benefits and the overall product.
I agree with you. I think that holds true in all plants and all things that are growing. I mean, let's talk about life in general. Anything that you're nurturing and giving love to and putting in great ingredients to, let's talk about our bodies. I mean, I talked about nutrition, cannabis, and water, and you're putting the best of all those three things into your body, and you're going to have a great recipe for success. It's the same thing when you're growing plants or raising an animal or whatever you're doing. You put good ingredients into it. You're going to what you put in, you're going to get out of it.
Correct.
And I think it's very important that when people are out there in the marketplace searching for any products for that matter, but especially for CBD, that you do a little homework. And so what does that homework look like? If I was to ask you, Mark, if you were going into the marketplace, not knowing what you know, and you're going into this thing blind, you go to a store, let's say Mother's Market, and there's 50 different bottles of CBD.
Yeah.
What's something that you can give some advice to somebody going into this? What would you be looking for in a product? Is there anything particular when you're looking at a shelf like that?
Yeah. So the first thing I'm looking for when I'm looking at a shelf, like say I just walked in blindly, I'd definitely be looking for a QR code. So the first thing, you know, I'm picking up that bottle and I'm looking for a QR code. So if they have a QR code and I can scan it and see the test results right there, and they're not making me go to their website, or, you know, that's going to be number one, I think. You know, there are other reputable brands out there, but, you know, when I'm looking at that test, I'm looking for a full spectrum product, right? I'm not just looking for 2 cannabinoids. I'm not looking for 3 cannabinoids. I'm looking for a full spectrum product. So I want to make sure that they're, you know, what is on the box. There are companies out there that advertise a full spectrum product and sell isolate or sell a broad spectrum. So, you know, it's, and then, you know, if using the internet, but like I said, if I was just looking at a shelf right there, it'd be, okay, let's see where the full spectrum is, right? Then let's see who has the QR, and let's compare them. You know, let's see what is the best. And then, you know, there's other ingredients that go into it, but organic, MCT, all that. But, you know, it's for me, it's mainly like, how transparent is this company? You know, if you have a QR right on your bottle, you're being pretty transparent to me. So, that's kind of what I look for.
I like that. I've heard similar responses from experts, and I'm glad that you said the same thing, because it just shows that what we're saying here has some validity to it, you know. You know, transparency, I believe, is key. And
Yes.
if you're willing to put your story out there, I'm talking about a product, I'm talking about a brand, I'm talking about somebody that's influencing like myself. If I'm out there
Yeah.
putting my name to it, that means I'm using this stuff in my life. You're seeing me use it. You're seeing me drink the coffee and all this other stuff. So you can bet that it's, you know, if I'm going to put my stamp on it, then or if anybody's going to do that, I think transparency is the key.
Totally.
So, you know, kind of rounding all this stuff up, when you know, we're sitting here in the middle of a pandemic, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of people out there trying to, you know, figure out what their next moves are going to be, and all that stuff. What are your next moves for Buddha Beans? What's on the horizon for you? I know you guys are busy. You know, what's business been like for you right now, and what's the plans moving forward?
So, you know, initially, some people that had some interest in us, you know, and helped us out a little bit in the beginning, they really pushed us to the wholesale market, right? Wholesale market is great, but, you know, something that I haven't been able to focus on is definitely our online presence. I think not only should I be transparent on a shelf, but being transparent online and making sure it's easy access is very important.
Yeah.
So we've definitely, you know, now we offer subscription service. So the internet site, we've made a lot cleaner, just a lot easier to check out. Um, you know, so that's kind of like the main way that, you know, we're changing our model in that sense. We're also, you know, we're reaching out, we're in contact with a couple grocery stores. So definitely hitting that market. As you know, that market hasn't gone anywhere. And if anything, they've made more money than before. So we're definitely hitting that market as well. But yeah, you know, our online presence right now is something that I've really been focusing on, as, you know, a lot of the half or more of our shops closed down, weren't able to sell products. And if they're not able to sell products, they're not selling our products and not reordering, you know, which is a big hit to us as well. But, you know, kind of focusing on direct to consumer, is kind of something, you know, where we've pivoted, and we've definitely seen a big improvement, you know.
Yeah.
You know, something like I said, pushing out the CBG as an antibacterial, and kind of just pushing, you know, making sure we're not only saying, because it's really easy for us to share the side effects that it mitigates, that it decreases, right? But I don't always go into the benefits of CBD. And I think that's really important to share, you know, the benefits of CBD when consuming on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're definitely pushing that out a little bit more. And, you know, just trying to, like I said, it's always about giving back, you know, like,
Yeah.
I
Talk to me a little bit
know.
more about what you guys do to give back.
So, you know, we like right now, you know, what I said before, you know, just giving back in terms of that. Um, but, you know, like, for example, like our CBD, right? Our farm can be a little bit more expensive than others, but we want to make sure that we're supporting people that have the same vision as us. You know, there's really cheap CBD out there, but so giving back in that way, you know, working direct with the farm, we're able to provide more money to these farms, you know, and to, you know, to give back that way to make sure that they're growing as well. You know, in terms of what we want to do in the future, you know, my dream has always been to attach a nonprofit, and you know, something that we should be launching soon, is like a small affiliate program that also gives a percentage back to we're going to be doing the AADA, the American Anxiety and Depression Association. So I'm really passionate about giving back to the mental health area. You know, I think that um, I think that, you know, my background, I'm a mental health counselor for students with disabilities, and education on disabilities is not out there, and I don't think I've seen how much it has improved my mental health, and I definitely want to provide as much as I can to associations like that and other ones, um, to, you know, share, um, you know, that first of all, that it's okay to talk about, right? But second of all, like all the benefits of CBD and mental health and how we can really benefit them that way. But I think it's really about, you know, for us, it's about, I didn't get into counseling to make money. And obviously you have to make money in a business, but it's more about giving back, especially to the mental health community, and educating people, and making sure that our future is not the same, and that it's okay, no matter guy, girl, or whatever you identify as. It's okay to talk about it. And I think we've after this whole pandemic, we're going to continue. It's the giving back is not going to stop here, and it's if any people have suggestions on the next area that you want us to give back in, or where we should focus our energy, we're always open to that too.
Awesome. Yeah, I want to be part of that with you, man. I'm all about helping the mental illness community, people that are struggling with those conditions. I mean, I think it's very important to give back and to help and be there, and because
Totally.
a lot of people that are stuck in those situations don't realize that there's people right here ready to help. So congratulations on that, and
thank you.
Keep being part of that and leading, and let me know how I could help in any way.
Definitely.
So we'll close up with a couple things here. First of all, I know people can find Buddha Beans Coffee through higherpower.net, but if they want to learn more about you and your company, why don't you tell us how to find you guys?
So you can always buddhabeanscoffee.com. So buddhabeanscoffee.com. If you have any questions, whether you're buying from Higher Power or from our site directly, you can always email us, info@buddhabeanscoffee.com, sales@buddhabeanscoffee.com. Any questions you have pertaining to CBD, pertaining to coffee, pertaining to what we do, pertaining to any comments, suggestions, we're always open ears to. So if you need to find me, just also find us on social. We post a lot on Instagram, Buddha Beans Coffee, and then we also are starting up our TikTok, so Buddha Beans Coffee on that as well.
Are we going to see you dancing on TikTok, Mark?
Maybe the coffee beans, but not me.
Maybe the coffee beans. We'll have some dancing coffee beans. All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for coming on and sharing your expertise and more about Buddha Beans Coffee. I've been wanting to do some type of introduction. I want to have you here in the studio, but we'll do that on the other side of this quarantine for sure. But
totally.
I wanted to take this opportunity to just share a message with you and reach out to our community and let them know that we've got a great solution to help in many ways in these in the Buddha Bean Coffee brand and in all the products you offer. So keep doing what you do.
Thank you.
And we'll keep loving your products. That's for sure.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We're so glad, like I said, to be part of your team. And if anyone asks you questions, we're always an open book too. So anyone wants to know anything, just reach out to Gary or myself, Higher Power, or Buddha Beans, and we'll make sure to answer them.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, man. I always tell everybody it's not just me that you're tapping into. I got a whole team of experts on my team, and
that's right.
It feels good to be part of that and have you part of that, brother. I really appreciate you. So
totally.
Stay well and keep doing your thing, and I'll appreciate you. And we'll definitely be getting back on one of these, or maybe have you here in studio in the next few weeks or so.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
All right, brother. Well, you take care. Thank you very much.
You too.
Brother. Talk to you soon.